Hello everyone, it has been ages since we did our last July colouring challenge. It was the 17th, I think today is the 25th, so we have got a long way to go to catch up. I'm truly sorry about that. It's just that over here in the UK we have had a terribly hot period of weather, and it has been the hottest I think it's ever been in this country, and everybody was sort of melting from the inside out. So yeah, sorry about it being so long between parts, but I am back and hopefully we'll be able to catch up before the end of July. So today we have day 18, which is a pirate flag. So that should be pretty easy to colour, to be honest. Usually they are obviously black and white. We'll see what we can do to try and jazz it up a little bit. I have a set of Ohuhu markers here. I'm constantly trying to think of different things to use on these daily challenges, even though we have repeated materials a couple of times. But I thought, let's try some of these markers today. So I'll zoom in and make sure you're on screen, and then we'll get started. So we have obviously a black. We're going to need the black, and I'm going to look at blue greys. I think that might be quite nice to do a blue grey tinge to it. So we have this one, which is BG 209, which makes no sense to me, but I don't know how their chart is done. But we have BG 209, BG 205, so those should generally go together quite well. And I'm just looking for a BG 1 or something like that. No, I can't really see one. I've got a 3. Oh, hang on, what's this one? This is that's a cool grey. It starts with BG. I don't know how they work this out. I don't know what their system is. These might do. We'll see. We probably won't need all of them anyway. So we'll start off with the black. These are brush nibs, by the way. I would have actually preferred them to be bullet just for this once because of the tiny area that we've got, but let's see if we can make it work. So yeah, I hope all of you are doing well. I've really missed these little daily videos and being able to catch up and everything, and your little comments and stuff, because I read every single comment that comes through on my channel. And yeah, I've missed having the little daily comments from you all, so I hope you're all well. I do want to give a shout out actually to one of my viewers who contacted me. If I just get their name up, because I totally forgot, you know what my memory's like. Jeanette Delbar is in hospital at the moment, or at least she was the other day when I spoke to her, and she's been watching these daily videos and she's been missing them while she's been in hospital. So again, apologies for that, but shout out to Jeanette. Hope you're feeling lots better soon. So there we go, I've done a bit of black. Let's go to our darkest grey now. This is that BG 209, and just put a bit of this around into the black, see if we can get it to merge together. I'm not really thinking about light sources and things, I'm just filling it in. As you know, with this challenge we don't really have a lot to work with, so we're just messing around, seeing what works, what doesn't. Now I'm going to be getting colour into those skull and crossbones, and I know ink's going to bleed into there. That's fine, that's what white gel pens are for. And we've got the lightest one that I have, which is BG 203. Like I said, I don't really know how this is going to work out. I'm just going to go over that. I don't know how this is going to work out. It's going to look right or not, but I think I definitely could do with coming back in with some of this darker grey. And it's absolutely spreading everywhere, this ink. So I'm just doing the greys again in order, so that it's not so bright, you know, in that wide patch in the middle. We do want it to be black with just a bit of a highlight. It's so difficult working with alcohol markers on such a small space, but we'll sort it. Right, so that's the base of the flag. So for the pole, obviously we can just do We can do anything, can't we? I've just whipped out this one. This is called Light Mahogany. That's pretty ideal for a pole, a wooden pole. What do you reckon? We'll get maybe a bit of a darker one. This is Y13 Chestnut Brown. Oh, that is very dark. I didn't think it was going to be that dark. I could do with the chart actually, just so I can see what I'm working with before I do it. Just a little bit more of that first one, the Light Mahogany, just to lighten that up a bit. So I'm guessing that this is planted in sand because it don't look like it's on a pirate ship, so we're gonna have to do some sand. Let's see if I've got a chart that I've already filled. I do have a chart. So I have the swatch charts, that's handy. So I'm looking for a sandy colour. Let's see what we've got here. This one looks quite sandy. It's actually called Dim Green. It's in the green family, the green yellows. So GY173, that's what I'm going to look for. I know you can't see it on camera, so I'm trying to be really quick. But I do have all the GYs together, so it shouldn't be difficult to find. I've got 172, only 173. There we go, 173. I thought it was going to be ages that I was looking for it, so that's good. So here we go with a bit of a sandy colour. It's a very dull green yellow, definitely. And what we want is something a little bit deeper, just to create some sand dots. So I'm just looking at these and I think, well, that one's called sand and that one's brick beige. So either of those really, and those are in the E family, so the earth tones I'm guessing. So we have, what am I looking for? Brick beige and sand. So what are they? E210. I have all my E's together as well. There we go, brick beige and then sand. And let's just do a bit of the brick beige first. So obviously, I can't do a great deal of anything on these, so let's just use this little bit of a chisel nib. Do I want to go any darker than that? No, not really. I think we'll leave it at that and figure out what we're going to do about the background. So obviously I've got quite a bit of bleed from the flag. I'm not too fussed about that, to be honest. I'm just trying to think about what the best sort of background would be on this. I mean, the first thing that comes to mind when you're looking at sand is sea and sky. So it probably will end up being a blue. I'm just thinking what kind of blue that we could do. Let's have a look at our swatches here. So these are the blues that we've got to work with. We already have the blue grey, which is, you know, got that hint of blue in it in the flag to do the black highlight. So something that will play quite well with that. I'm just trying to look at these greyish blues here. But then that might be a little bit too similar. So should I do something like a greenish blue? Greenish blue, so we have like this teal, we have dolphin blue, that's quite greenish. Those two might go quite well together, the dolphin blue and the peacock green, BG5 and 6, so yeah, obviously they're meant to go together. So I've got BG6, just looking for BG5. There we go, dolphin blue. So let's fill it all in with the lighter colour, the dolphin blue first. And this one could actually look a bit like a stormy sky. That should cover up that little bit of bleed quite nicely. There we are. And then we have the BG6 Peacock Green, which, I mean, I guess I could come in from the bottom so that it's lighter at the top where the flag is. I don't really know what I'm trying to achieve here, whether it's a sea or some sort of very greenish sky, but I guess it's just what it is. And I've got lots of bleed going on down here. I'm not really being that careful, to be honest. I could be a bit more careful. Can we see a tonal difference there? They are very, very similar. I'm hoping when they dry there'll be a bit more of a difference. So, trusty white gel pen. Let's first of all sort this sand out, because that's going to wind me up. I'll just put a few little white dots on that sand actually. Well, it'll merge in with the other white that I'm putting in for a start, but also it might just give it a little bit of sparkle. I know sand doesn't particularly sparkle, but sometimes it does. It depends if it's got a little bit of glass in it, or, you know, it just adds to it. We could even get rid of this black line full stop with the white. And I wonder if we could go over that with the original sand colour when it's dry. Would alcohol marker go over white gel pen? We can test it, we can try it out. Okay, and then of course we have got to do our skull and crossbones here with the white gel pen. And there we go. Trusty old gel pen, eh? I'm just going to do the top of the flag as well, where it's bled out there. So I hope that you're enjoying this series. A lot of you have commented saying that you've missed the videos, so that's really nice to hear that you've actually missed watching them. I'm just thinking about putting a bit more of this darker BG down here, just to try and make it darker here, which will make the top look lighter naturally, you know. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like a storm. I mean, really, we could have done this as a stormy sea, and the wind sort of really billowing the flag. Instead of doing it as sand, we could have done it as the sea. That might have been cool. I didn't think about it. Maybe we could have even done like a lightning bolt into the sea. Oh man, do you think we can change the sand into the sea, even though I've like done loads to it? What if I put a blue over it? Are we going to totally ruin it? I don't know. I'm going to put a blue over it and see. Also going to go over that white gel pen. That worked. That worked quite well. I can probably add in a little bit more darker blue to just make a bit of tonal change there, tonal difference. And then obviously we'll have a bit of white, because, you know, waves. Right, so let's do a lightning bolt then. So this is going to be a stormy sea, it's crashing. We're going to need some little froth areas on these waves. I'm no good at doing, you know, creating my own waves. But I just want it to look really stormy, or as stormy as I can make it look in this tiny little, it's not even 2 inches square. So this is like really tumultuous sea, tempestuous. Let's just put in some black eyeballs in there while I think about it. And then we can probably do that lightning bolt. Now, this is where it all goes wrong, because Mind you, it shouldn't go wrong, should it really? Because it's not something that you have to do in a certain way. You can just be kind of shaky with it, and I think it'll have the look of a lightning bolt, hopefully. Maybe. I hope that looks like it could be a lightning bolt anyway. Just do the little impression as if there's more there going down. Has it worked? I don't know. Should we add a little bit of yellow over the top of the lightning bolt just to show that it's different to the white on the sea? Could try that. This is a lemon yellow, I just tested it there. Oh, that's very, very dark. I wanted a really light yellow. We have a pastel yellow, that should do. Still quite dark, but lemon chiffon. Let's try that one first. So that is Y030. Found that one quite quick. And let's just put a little bit of that, a touch of it, over this white gel pen to see if that will make a difference. I might need a bit of a darker yellow actually, because that's not really having the effect. This is better. I'm not going to do it sort of completely all over the white. We'll just do little bits to show it's different, you know. I hope that works. I'm trying to take a step back and just look and see if it looks anything like what I'm trying to achieve. We could probably do with some more of that dark green. What was it? The Peacock Green, the BG6, which looks absolutely nothing like the cap. So that's one thing that I can say about these markers, is the cap looks nothing like it. And just trying to add in some sort of storm cloud look. Again, I don't know if this is going to work. But I suppose we could use, or we could try and use, a white pencil. Just try and find a white pencil quick. I've got a polychromos here, which actually might be quite good because it's harder. A white pencil to do sort of a little bit of shadow around these, not shadow, highlight around these shadowy clouds, storm clouds that we've just created. Just to show that there is a bit of light bouncing from that lightning bolt onto the clouds. It's so difficult trying to do anything anything on these tiny little squares, to be honest, and make them look good. But how is it looking on camera? Not too bad. Right, so maybe I should just zoom you out just a tidge, because I think it's got quite grainy there. Now then, if I get black now and do a little bit of detail on these clouds on the other side, that might help. Does it look sufficiently stormy? I hope it does. It's very windy here. Thankfully, it's windy. After the week that we had of that heat. I mean, the heat, the really, really bad heat was 2 days, but it was the longest 2 days of my life. I felt like I'd never been anything else but boiling. But yeah, it was, I think I needed the rest of the week just to recover. But yeah, I'm really glad for the wind, very appreciative of the wind, because there was not a breeze in sight on those 2 days, and it was it was 40 here, or 41 here it got up to. That in Fahrenheit is, I think, 104 or something like that. Really, really hot. And I know a lot of you guys in America deal with those temperatures all the time and higher. And of course Australia, but we are so not used to it here, and we don't have the conditions to deal with it. We don't have the aircon. Literally, maybe like 5% or less of places in the UK have air conditioning. So yeah, it's not, we don't have the means to deal. So I hope that that doesn't happen, you know, too often. I love the summer. I absolutely love the summer. It's my favourite time of year, but I hate the heat. I love the sunshine. It helps, you know, depression and things like that. But I hate the heat. I can't be doing with it being too hot. So typical Brit, moaning about the heat and then moaning about the cold in the winter. Yeah, I don't think I want to do anything more to that really, because I am just going to end up messing it up if I keep, you know, playing with it. But hopefully that has the desired effect that we're looking for. I think it does look quite stormy, you know, as much as we can achieve on this tiny weeny square. So anyway, I'm going to get on with the rest of them now. So I'll be filming a couple of these in succession, and hopefully we'll be able to catch up to day 25, which is today. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.